Coach, you're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the only 6-time Super Bowl champion in league history. In his 20th season now, Tom Brady.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. And in this offense, the shifty Lamar Miller sometimes sets the table.
And he's at his best when the number of carries for him approaches 20. Wears down defenses with his speed.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brady going to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A look now at the starters for the Giants defensively. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Shadow.
On play action, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The numbers for Miller in last week's ball game. 23 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Brady's throw there complete, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. That throw by Brady incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Draw play. This is Miller. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Giants under second-year coach Pat Shurmur. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 30 days, let's go. Get up more.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the crossing route, complete. It's Torres. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ready, break. Mike, 45. Nice, sweetheart.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. So on fourth down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. And Rosas puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33. 97%.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
On second down, it's Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run with Miller. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's get it.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Miller. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Out there now, the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Tavecchio puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they... for 3.
20, 57, come on. Double dog, that's the way. Switch.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 45 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well, look at the Buccaneers starters now on defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Finds his tight end Ingram. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Back to throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key to tight end. Wait, what do you got? 3 down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Wait, that 53! Mike 54! You don't know no better. When he hit! When he hit!
Lamar Miller. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Grant Haley in on the stop. On second down, here's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The play we just saw there from Carlton Davis tells you why you've got to do your homework in scouting, because he may not be the fastest corner you'll ever see, but the length of his arms, that's how he's able to knock away passes as the one we just saw there. And he was drafted by Tampa Bay for this reason and this reason only. Dealing with Julio Jones in Atlanta, dealing with Michael Thomas in New Orleans, tall receivers who can run. It's up to Carlton Davis to try and shut them down. It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that.
Hey, set. Alabama, 380. Hey, watch your leg. Hey, ball 66.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Brady now to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why.
Near midfield.
Double tight. Double tight. Hey. We got three. Three down. Come on, set. 60, Pittsburgh. 54, watch 54. All right, let's pin the mirrors back.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal.
Right there. Hey, wide 20. I got you, punk. Hey, 66.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Wait, 20. Check 55 to mine. Watch the run. Hey, Alabama.
A first down carry now for Miller. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Brady. He's got Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Brady, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Vecchio to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now back to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And we focus on Lamar Miller as he heads back out there and gets set to go again on offense. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for him.
He's definitely been dependable.
Wide, 80. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Brady now on 1st down. This is Miller, complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, it's complete. It's Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd down and goal. Brady looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. Carson Wentz leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown reception. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Ezekiel Elliott, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first half. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Jamal Sheard on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll go to Barkley again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop the throw, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far as we see here on your screen.
They may have to draw up coverages there.
Wait, that, wait, 20.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is Miller. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. They'll run it again with Miller.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
Between 80, 55, eat. Watch the pass. Alert!
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Miller. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on first down is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's Kahn. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Come on, QB, come on.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Brady, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Brady. And some strong running. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jordan Leggett, his first touchdown of the new season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. So now where do you go? Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
30 pace, let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's going to let one fly for Tate. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll let this go for the end zone. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Tackles. When he hit.
On 1st down, Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got it. Who that?
They'll keep it on the ground. Miller. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Miller. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going?
Here we go. Check 50. Plant. 54. Get that quarterback. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Torres. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Back to throw here.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll set up to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A 10-play drive that time. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. All right, Charles Davis, what do we make of these numbers and what's happened to the big tight end here?
Well, I think a lot of times we talk so much about adjustments and what you're going to do at halftime that maybe we miss what actually goes on. Because the sense is that, oh, they go in at the half, they just change everything. That's not really true. A Super Bowl winning quarterback out of New York always used to say, you've worked all week on a game plan. There's a reason you have it. Just either play it better or make subtle tweaks to it. Otherwise, there's no sense even going into a ball game. A lot of times that's what they do. Just find a little subtle thing, one little change, and maybe it can make things a little bit better.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Miller, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He completes it to Evans. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's a look at Golden Tate as he heads back onto the field now. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with are going on.
Here we go. 8-3. Cut. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Giants. And even 40 yards. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but now it's 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there, but they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Coleman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Come on, let's go!
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Miller. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Miller. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants now down by 7. 1:45 to play. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 360, Pittsburgh. 45,
He's back to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Torres. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. He finds Coleman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. 1 final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Oh, my, it was up for grabs. Now no time on the clock. And an extra point will send us to overtime.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Miller. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Kill, kill, kill.
First throw of overtime for Brady. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Brady. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Buccaneers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a